guys before, man, I'm not really worried about they, you know. I just can't be. I'm out of that business, man. I'm looking forward to getting off this podium and going to get some rest and spending time with my team and my family. My team did a tremendous job, man. James Prince, Josh Dubin, Rock Nation, and all the people that work for Rock Nation, Julie Goldstiger, my wife, like, it's so much that goes into having a successful training camp to get me here tonight. Problems that arise, stuff that have Michael Yormark, everybody that's behind me, and I appreciate you guys, my sparring partners, my brothers, man. You know, I had 4 of my brothers in the house with me, you know, leading up this week. We just had some great discussions, man, and just them being around me just kept me uplifted and kept me encouraged, and it's a family affair, man. I got a tremendous team, man, and, you know, I understand my position in this sport, and I'm understated, and that's okay, but we get it done, and that's what's important.
What did Kevin Durant, you talk about in the ring?
Man, he just congratulated me, you know, just like I did when he just won his world championship, you know. We don't just see each other when things like this happen, you know. We text, you know, often and just encourage each other and just check on each other, and just to see his face, man. There's a lot of people from the Bay tonight that came through. Marcus Peters, Marshawn Lynch, E40, Mr. Fab, like just people that I'm close to that I know. Yeah, Damian Lillard, he came through at the weigh-in yesterday. Yeah, KD, the rest of the Warriors, like Draymond Green, just the rap, man, there's just so many people here. Just to see their face, man, meant the world to me. So I appreciate you guys showing up, and I truly appreciate my team. I'm telling you, I got one of the best teams in the business, man. It's a lot of intricate things that go on in this sport, and I'm just so thankful to have y'all, man. You guys fight for me, and you guys do so much for me, and you allow me to just work and get my job done, and I'm thankful, man. I couldn't do it without you guys. I appreciate you.
Hey, congratulations, Go. Who's next? Who's next? Congratulations, Go.
Vacation is next.
Hey, Andre.
I don't know.
2 questions, Andre.
Come on.
Are you gonna retire after this?
Oh my God.
Where you at,
Come on, man.
What's next for you?
Man, I don't know, man.
Besides, are you gonna retire and end the career as the greatest of all time?
I'm not the greatest of all time, but I appreciate that. But I don't know. I just got to sit and see, man. It's tough, you know. Like he said, the adrenaline, man. Them endorphins that get you in trouble. So I don't want to make no decisions right now. I just got to sit and talk to my family and just, you know, we'll collectively make a decision on what's next.
Where'd you learn that body shot?
Come on.
It was good. Mean. It was mean. Yeah, it was mean.
Is there any MMA fighter that you would like to fight?
Somebody with a big name. Bring me a Conor McGregor. We can do it. Boxing rules, though. Boxing. No MMA rules.
Talk about some of his skills translate to fighting bigger guys. Just what makes him, what do you think would make him successful?
Come on.
It's working.
I'm sorry. He talks about some of his skills kind of would translate to fighting bigger guys. When you're watching him, what makes you think he could be successful if you were to move up to Bruiser?
Well, because I've witnessed it year after year, and fighting a bigger man, it doesn't have to do with size or anything. It has to do with his attributes and their attributes. And if you're able to single out one thing that would make it a competitive fight for yourself, you take that chance, because that's what he's here for. And I'd like to see him fight Anthony Joshua. I'm serious. I'm not playing, I'm serious. I think that would be a very interesting fight. Now, I know you got a lot of people, oh, that's suicide, but there is something about Anthony Joshua that I see that I believe he can outbox Anthony Joshua. So, I just said, I see you outboxing Anthony Joshua. You know, there's some things about Joshua that I see. Now, he's a good kid, I know him, and he's a swell, but I'm just telling you, I just see things with him in particular, and he's the best, you know, but styles make fights. Styles make fights. It would be a waste of time to go to cruisers, just leapfrog it. Go for it all.
Gotta be sweating, man. Sorry, what'd you say?
What you thoughts on what we said about
Man, he always setting the bar high, man. That's the kind of stuff I've been dealing with since I've been a kid. Like seriously, that's it right there. Like that's the essence of our team right there. Like that man will make me believe something I never even thought of. Like Anthony Joshua, really? And it'll make perfect sense to him. So we'll see.
I followed your camp pretty well, and
I know you was getting some inside information. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened. We normally try to keep a tight ship.
so I have to ask you, in camp you alluded to the fact that you and Virgil were working on some things, and you would tell me what those were. Can you tell me now what those things were?
Man, I don't even remember what I was talking about. We worked on a lot. I mean, I think he wasn't lying when he said he was training me to knock him out. Like, that's a fact, you know.
What did you do differently to train to knock him out?
I think honestly it's not even the physical part, it's just the mentality. You know, making up your mind that this is what's gonna happen. And every day when you go to the gym, that's on your mind. It's not that you're looking for it, but understand where you need to be to get that done, what range you need to be in, and how you need to get it done. So it's more of a mentality. And that's what I was telling you guys before the fight came about, that there's no major adjustments that we made. It's a lot of little stuff. And a lot of little stuff at this level goes a long way. So it wasn't one big thing. It was just he looking me in my eye and said, look, I can show you text messages from earlier today and yesterday when he said, you're gonna knock this man out.
Planted the seed for you.
Yeah, and that's his job. Like, he's been doing that since I've been a kid. Like, going to light heavyweight as a middleweight in the Olympics was not something I was thinking about. That was him. And it happened. So he's got a very, like, prophetic type of way about him, man, where he can see things before it happens. And, you know, I used to think he was crazy, but now I've learned to respect him and just follow his lead. Because he ain't been wrong yet, so.
Andre, one of the main things I noticed tonight is Kovalev's very predictable. Kovalev was very predictable, always leads with a left hand, never a straight right hand. And it looked like you knew that as the fight went on.
Yeah, I noticed that, but he's tricky too, because like he'll feint a little bit. Like it looks, I don't know how it looks, I guess, to you guys, but like when I watch his film, some things look predictable, and they are, but like he's good at what he does. You know, his timing, his accuracy, but after about the second or third round, again, I computed it, picked up on it, and said, okay, this is what he's trying to do. And I wanted to press the pace. That's why at certain points of the fight, like the first beginning of the round, I hit him with the hello shot, just to let him know I was there. Because I could see him getting tired. You know, he's like, he was just making some cardinal mistakes, you know, putting his arm on the ropes in the corner. Like, we noticed all of that. And I actually didn't notice it. Verge noticed. He's like, he's already got his hands on the rope. And I was breathing too. But again, I'm used to training at that level, and I knew I was going to regulate, and I just saw him slowly going downhill, little by little by little. And I don't know what they came up here and said to you guys, but we earned this victory tonight. We earned it.
Hey, Andre, I thought you were especially brilliant tonight about keeping him from getting a big shot off him. Is that something you guys worked on?
Yeah, and that's why when we tell you guys that it's about hitting and not getting hit, and that's why. It doesn't mean you're a reluctant warrior, it just means the strategy is playing chess, you know. If I know that you have a good right hand, doesn't mean that I can't take it, but why would I give you a shot just so I can land a shot? I'd rather have you miss it, or have you miss as many as I can make you miss, get you tired, and then count it. And everybody's not fortunate to have, you know, a skill set like that, and I respect the guys that got to take two to give one. That, you know, that's a tough way to make a living too, but that's like the goal. Like, you can't give a guy like that with his accuracy too many shots, because you'll start to wear down. You know, you got to make him hit air, and then you got to make him pay for it. So he's a pretty good volume puncher, but he missed a lot of shots, and that wears you down. And then, you know, toward, you know, last couple rounds, I was trying to make him miss and then step right to him and get right to work, and I could just feel him wearing down. That's a great, I'll tell you, that's probably, to me, that's almost as good as hitting a guy and knocking him out or wobbling him, is to feel him just methodically breaking down. And you know it's nothing he can do about it. Like that, I love that feeling. And you know that, I'm breathing, but I'm gonna regulate and I'm gonna get stronger. And, you know, so again, somebody asked me about the stoppage, but I honestly feel like if that went another round, it could have got ugly. It could have got ugly. Because I don't think he wouldn't recover from that. Because it was a body shot and it was a head shot. So he kind of had big problems, no matter if the fight was stopped or not.
That stoppage you had, obviously.
I don't know. The Chad Dawson one was pretty good. You know, that was a big moment. Chad had just beat, you know, Bernard Hopkins, was the lineal light heavyweight champion. But they said he came down their weight. But I'll probably say maybe this was the best one because I met this guy at his weight, so you can't say that about this one.
Real quick, before we go forward with the next question, maybe he's not here because he's out doing his homework. But, you know, we watch who reports and what they report and what they say, and if we think that the reporter is biased one way or another. And I'm not saying he is or he isn't, but I was just reading Dan Rayfield's excellent article on ESPN. And, you know, he got it right. That it started off with a big right hand that got Kovalev jelly leg. And that is that you? That was the big right hand. And the other thing is that something you guys haven't asked, which is a real interesting thing, is the scorecards. Andre was up on 2 of the 3 scorecards. So they can come here with all these excuses and everything. We give this man a round of applause. This was a masterful performance. One of the best fighters ever walked in the ring. I mean, come on, you got to give it to him tonight.
No excuses.
One last question.
Last question.
Yes. Thank you. No third fight. That's out. I don't think that makes sense. It may make sense, say for example, he fought Stevenson, maybe won a belt 2 or 3 fights down the road. But again, y'all, like if we're gonna talk low blows, we're gonna talk rabbit punches. We can't talk one without the other. And I honestly feel like his was intentional because he doesn't really know how to fight inside. That's the best thing he can do. You know, I didn't intentionally try to hit that man low. Things happen. I wasn't in trouble. I didn't need to foul. Like there was no reason for me to intentionally foul. You just gotta look at the logic in that. Sometimes something's gonna get away from you. But just because he has a reaction like that doesn't mean it was low. It means that he didn't like the body work. He didn't like the body work, and that's why I didn't follow up the first time when I had him bent over because I didn't know how to. Like I know he was trying to sell it, and I'm looking at Weeks like, is he buying it? And Weeks didn't respond, and he would jump in and he pulled back. So I was in a tough spot, but this is boxing, man. You know, like I told you guys, I won by 12 rounds, and somebody had something to say, oh, it was kind of boring. I fell asleep. Okay, man. Then I had a close fight. Well, people say it's controversial. And then we come back after the controversy and do this, and we talking low blows. But it comes with the territory, man. I'm thankful. I appreciate all you guys. And we did it. We did it.
Hey, listen, just a couple of quick things. Total attendance tonight was 10,592. That's 10,592. The HBO replay of this incredible victory by Andre Ward will be Saturday, June 24th at 10 p.m. That's Saturday, June 24th.